lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that phase. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. When you're out there without care, I was out of touch. It wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Probably. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. Oh, but think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Oh, that's your soul. Do you really think that you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Just like me. Yeah. Well, my heroes have the heart to lose their lives out on a limb. And all I remember is thinking I wanna be like them. Ever since I was little, it looked like fun. It's no coincidence that I've come. I can die when I'm done. Baby, I'm crazy. Baby, you're crazy. Baby, we're crazy. Probably.
And then to discover that if you try to get answers, that they're related to each other. That the things that make the wind make the waves, and the motion of water is like the motion of air, is like the motion of sand. The fact that things have common features turns out more and more universal. What we're looking for is how everything works, and how everything is, what makes everything work. And what happens first in the history is we discover the things that are on the face of it obvious. And then gradually we ask more questions, and then we dig in a little deeper to things that we can just we need to do a little more complicated experiment to find out about it. But it's curiosity as to where we are, what we are. Is it very much more exciting to discover we're on a ball, half of it sticking upside down, it's spinning around in space. There's a mysterious force which holds us on. It's going around a great big glob of gas that's burning fueled by a fire that's completely different than the fire, any fire we can make. Well, now we can make that fire, nuclear fire. But that's a much more exciting story to many people than the tales which other people used to make up who worried about the universe, that we were living on the back of a turtle or something like that. They were wonderful stories, but the truth is so much more remarkable. And so what's the pleasure in physics is that, to me, is that as it's revealed, the truth is so remarkable, so amazing. And I have this disease, and many other people who have studied far enough to begin to understand a little of how things work are fascinated by it. And this fascination drives them on to such an extent that they've been able to convince governments and so on to keep supporting them in this investigation that the race is making into its own environment.
As a theoretical physicist, Feynman doesn't have a laboratory, and he finds family relaxation helps him to concentrate. In recent years, he's been concerned with the long-asked, almost childlike question, what are things really made of? What makes up the world we see around us? Have we at last come to the foundation stone from which we can make anything? A tree, a human being? Or must we go on looking at smaller and smaller pieces and going deeper and deeper into a bottomless pit? Feynman is trying to knit together our scattered knowledge of the smallest pieces of matter to see whether they fit a pattern. The problem, although fundamentally important to all branches of science, seems far removed from everyday reality.
The world is strange. The whole universe is very strange. But see, when you look at the details and you find out that the rules are very simple of the game, the mechanical rules by which you can figure out exactly what's going to happen when the situation is simple. It's again this chess game business. If you were in just a corner where only a few pieces are involved, you can work out exactly what should happen. And you can always do that when there's only a few pieces. And so you know you understand it. And yet, in the real game, it's so many pieces you can't figure out what's going to happen. So there was a kind of hierarchy of different complexities. It's hard to believe. It's incredible. In fact, most people don't believe that the behavior of, say, me, one yak, and you nodding, and all this stuff, is the result of lots and lots of atoms all obeying these very simple rules. Come out that it evolves into such a creature that the billion years of life with its experiences has produced a thing with prongs that stick out like this and so on. There's such a lot in the world, there's so much distance between the fundamental rules and the final phenomena that it's almost unbelievable that the final variety of phenomena can come from such a steady operation of such simple rules.